appreciate you coming on air, you know, to share your side of the story regarding you and Khia's relationship, your 10-year relationship. And it seemed to me when you brought it to me that you were just kind of fed up. And so I just want to start from the beginning so that everybody that's watching this interview knows what's going on. Let me just kind of give some background really quick. Okay, so you had a personal relationship with Khia. You were her booking manager.
I wasn't her booking manager, but I did do booking management things.
Okay, now she said that you were her assistant. Were you her assistant?
Correct. I think that's more of the job title that we were underneath the agreement of.
Okay, gotcha. And so this was, of course, a mutual relationship. Was there any contracts involved or anything like that?
Nothing like that whatsoever.
Okay, so it was just kind of a verbal agreement that you guys had.
For a year.
Okay, all right, cool. So just in case anybody's lost listening to this interview, Bailey Dolce here. Is that your real name? I just have to ask. Or is that just kind of your stage name?
It's not. No. I've used that name forever because I was really good friends. I really looked up to Christine Dolce, who's no longer with us. It is a stage name.
Okay, great. So for those of y'all that are just tuning into the interview, Bailey came to me after he viewed my videos about Khia, the rapper, who is a co-host of the Queen's Court. And recently, Khia and T.S. Madison, the host of the Queen's Court, have been kind of under a lot of controversy regarding the setup of the show. I don't know if you guys have been following it, but Khia actually walked off a show that T.S. Madison is actually funding, okay? They've been hosting together for quite some time. Now, of course, we just got news tonight that the Queen's Court will resume March 19th. Okay, T.S. Madison, the host of the Queen's Court, came out and said, she posted a video on her Facebook and on her Instagram, and because she told people after they had that technical difficulty with Monique and Khia walked off the show last week, she told her subscribers to tune in Monday for a new show and that everything was going to resume. Well, we just found out via Instagram that that is not happening. She says that she has to save the show and she is going to revamp the show. Her and Khia will be linking up for their previous booked gigs, one being in DC, and I can't remember what the other city is, but it's really irrelevant. And after they're done touring, she's going to come back and revamp the show for March 19th, okay? And so throughout all of this controversy and mess going on with the Queen's Court, you decided to reach out to me after you saw both of my videos, specifically talking about Khia and her self-sabotaging behavior that she's displayed throughout her whole career to the public. And so you just kind of wanted to elaborate more on that and share some really fucked up things. About just her character because she blasted you.
So Khia, I heard you got some hot boiling inside crazy tea on some shit that just happened in your situation or whatever to go with that song. Can't trust no nigga, yo,
Can't trust no nigga. Can't trust no nigga. Can't trust no bitch. Can't trust no cracker. Can't trust no punk.
Can't trust no queen.
Can't trust no queen. Can't trust no download trade child. My assistant for over 9 years done robbed me blind down there in Vegas. He is wanted. Have y'all seen this man?
Wait a minute,
How we get the lights? Turn it down. Get it.
Have
Have y'all seen this man? Have y'all seen this man?
Have
y'all seen this man? Bailey Dolce. Have y'all seen this man? Bailey Dolce been working for TME for almost 9 and 10 years. Child, robbed me blind down there in Vegas. We've been down in Vegas, had a wonderful time in Vegas. Club Rendezvous.
Get money.
Michael, we love you. All of the fans down there, we had a wonderful time. Child, the Queen went down there and made all them coins, went and seen shows, walked the strip, enjoyed my stuff, had a good time with my assistant. He checked me into the hotel, did everything that he always does as an assistant publicist / friend for the past 9 years. Honey, when the Queen got ready to check out of the hotel last night to get ready to come back to Atlanta, the concierge told me that Bailey Dolce had already checked me out and checked out with all of my luggages, all of my coins, my bras, my panties, my jewelry, and my motherfucking money.
Bitch, not the coins and the panties, bitch.
The coins, the panties, all my motherfucking money, and bitch,
Every
this
time I hear the story, it hurt me again.
For years. And I want to know what make a friend steal from from another friend risk losing a friendship, a job, and they motherfucking life, bitch, because you wanted dead or alive. I got a reward out for your fuck ass, bitch. We looking for you. We at your motherfucking head, bitch, and I'm gonna get you, motherfucker.
Wait a minute.
Okay, now tell me about your falling out and how.
Our falling out was exactly, I think it'll be in a couple days, 2 years ago,
Okay.
2015, and it was over money, obviously.
Okay, now she said you stole. She said you stole from her. Is that true?
No.
Okay, tell me how it happened.
We had a booking that night at Club Rendezvous in Las Vegas, and I was there. I actually was planning on being in Vegas that week because I'm between here and Las Vegas, Denver, Colorado, and Las Vegas.
Okay.
And it's home away from home and stuff like that. And I was there that week. I was planning on being there that week, and then she had asked, she just got randomly booked that night for Club Rendezvous, which is no longer there. She's like, I thought she'd have a more security team with her for an event like that because it is a bigger city and it's definitely a bigger club. And so I was kind of surprised that she'd even asked me to come along for this one, though. And I was like, I'll go and we'll check it out. So it was literally just the two of us. It was just interesting, though. So, and I knew I didn't feel when I had landed and we got to the hotel, I wasn't feeling the greatest when, I knew she didn't have the funding to even pay for the deposit of the room.
Okay, so you're saying Khia came to Las Vegas with no money.
I don't know if she had money, but I will say she didn't have a credit card, Visa, debit card, anything to pay for a deposit on a hotel room.
Oh, okay. For the show.
I don't know whether or not she had money or not, though. I knew that she was going to have money that night. And I do know that for sure because she was going to be paid upon arrival, was what was explained to me by her.
Okay. Did you watch the video of Khia and T.S. Madison in a radio station basically accusing you of theft, calling you a thief, and you stole everything and she was looking for you?
I didn't see it because I was too busy doing other things in Las Vegas. I was on my vacation. And
Okay.
I heard about it, though, but I didn't pay any attention from the get-go because I thought it was maniacal and ridiculous.
Okay, so how did you hear about it?
I remember the club promoter, the talent buyer, I think that's what he was at Club Rendezvous, messaging me on my phone, asking me when it happened. And I said, I have no idea. I really didn't know what he was talking about. I really didn't even care at the point, though. I knew that me and Khia the night before had left unhappy with each other, both. It was definitely a thing that where we had left and it was okay, and I didn't think we would talk for a couple days or so.
Why were you guys unhappy with each other at that moment?
It was because
in
she
Vegas?
didn't want to pay me, and I was really upset with her because the night of the club booking, they wanted to pay her via PayPal, and she didn't want to get paid via PayPal. She wanted cash in her hand.
Okay.
I had to mediate between the club owner and the talent buyer and Khia of how we were going to get paid. Per her contract, it did say that they had to pay her. They could pay her through PayPal, and it said nothing about being paid cash in hand.
Okay.
But I was able to sit there and diffuse the situation, and I was able to get her paid her cash. And I had a hand count $12,000, I believe, in 20s and 50s,
Okay.
for her. And I remember getting the envelope, and then from the security guard, this is like their vault, I would say, their cash office. And I remember going in there and hand counting it with the security guard and getting an envelope, and I'm walking it over to her, $12,000 cash in her hand.
So how much did she owe you for that gig?
She had owed me my airline ticket, and then she had owed me the $230 for the resort fees and the deposit of the room, and then $600 on top of that, which was to be paid for my work that night.
Okay.
Of the club appearance.
Okay.
Okay,
so she wouldn't have had an appearance at all if it wasn't for you and your company booking it.
Yes, and I've been down that road with her a couple times before,
But I just kind of want to get to the point where she decided to accuse you of stealing.
She did have $12,000 cash on her, though, and we had went out, nothing extravagant.
So you gave all the money to her in hand, like you didn't.
Oh, in hand in an envelope, and she'd gotten her money, and then we ended up partying. I mean, that was probably like around 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I believe we ended up staying in the club till about 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning, just drinking and hanging out with the DJ that had worked with her. And so there was nothing that really had happened until the end of the trip when she was about to catch her flight.
Okay. Now, she claims that you checked her out of her room without knowing. You took her clothes. You took her purse. You took her money. And she's looking for you. This is what she said happened during the video.
Interesting.
Okay. So that you're basically denying anything that she has said about you.
Absolutely. There is truth into some of our hanging out things, though. But, I mean, we left the room together. We checked out together because that's when she decided to give me a little bit of cash from the room deposit and stuff like that. So I don't know what she's talking about. That I think it's just a lot of hot air during that time. Again, this was almost 2 years ago, though. What was said from that video, I don't know. It's all hearsay to me that I never watched it.
Okay.
Again, it's. I believe it was probably for sure her going on that rant with Madison that next morning was definitely a hot air for sure.
Now it's interesting because I mean, you said you and Khia have had like a relationship for the last 10 years. For the first 8, it was okay, and then these last couple years, it has just been really toxic. And it was basically it ended after that Las Vegas shindig of her coming out there. You booked the whole thing, and then she got.
Oh, I didn't book the whole thing. I will say she booked. I was just there again. Like I said, it was really weird for me to get that phone call and she wanting me to go out there because I had nothing to do with the booking besides getting her paid that night. Which I mean, it seemed like she was booking it herself that time.
But the airline ticket. But you say you took care of the airline ticket.
I took care of my airline ticket. So I was supposed to be reimbursed because
your airline ticket. Okay.
Yes, sorry.
Okay. And then the hotel room that you booked with your credit card. And
she had actually booked the hotel room herself. She didn't have a credit card. You know, when you go to a resort.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can book it online and reserve it, but once you get there, they're going to need to see your ID and your credit card. And
they're going to want a credit card to hold, you know, for any incidentals and stuff like that.
Okay. Cool.
She didn't have that. So.
Okay, cool. Now, when we spoke earlier, okay, because I don't want to get into too much of the details because you said most of the relationship, it was okay until you heard about her blasting you on the internet after the Las Vegas show.
Yes.
Okay. So you said that when you saw her hosting with T.S. Madison, it kind of raised your eyebrows on the Queen's Court. Why? Tell me about that.
That night that we had gotten into our argument and our dispute of being paid and stuff like that.
In Las Vegas, okay.
In Las Vegas at the MGM Grand Hotel. She didn't even know what T.S. Madison, she was just so infatuated that T.S. Madison still had her penis attached to her. It was just really, really weird though. Khia was like, I don't know what she's doing with her life, if she wants to be a man or a woman. She needs to figure that out. I've been to her house. I don't like going there. Did you know T.S. Madison filmed pornos in her basement? There's whips, chains, dildos.
Wait a minute. Okay, let me stop you right there. Okay, so of course everybody knows the Queen's Court films in the basement now. They were in the living room, you know, when the show was actually really good and you could see them, but now they're having technical difficulties in the basement. And you're saying that when you guys were in Las Vegas, Khia was just going on ranting about how much she kind of just disliked T.S. Madison and just kind of her lifestyle, and she just didn't agree with a lot of the things, and she was filming porn in that basement?
Before the Queen's Court ever took off, Khia had the day after, I believe it was the 15th, she had a radio show that she was doing online, I believe. T.S. Madison was going to be the special guest.
Okay.
That's how T.S. Madison was even brought up, because I was asking her itinerary for the week, like I've always done in the past. And so, but yeah, Khia she wasn't a fan of T.S. Madison. She was definitely just looking at it as another business transaction.
Okay.
Because T.S. Madison did have some money to give, and, you know, that's what I was under the impression of what it was. Though, from our conversation with her that night, I didn't really feel that Khia even really liked her. I know Khia, and I absolutely do know her. That's not what she wants. She doesn't. She had a show with 2 of her friends, Dwight and Miko. They were doing pretty good. She just kind of kicked them to the curb because she went with a bigger name, somebody that had more followers socially.
And that bigger name was T.S. Madison.
Absolutely. I feel that Khia definitely, she felt that she was making a great move. She didn't have 249,000 followers on Instagram, not even.
No, I remember because when
ago.
she attacked Papoose, I believe it was last year sometime, and she had like 15,000.
She didn't have any followers. It's all T.S. Madison people following her. That's not. Kaya doesn't have fans.
Okay, now take me back because a lot of the fans that are watching the show says that once they move from I guess the main floor of the house to the basement, they said that's when things kind of just, changed. The energy changed. And do you think it was based off of what Khia shared with you regarding what T.S. Madison did in the basement as far as like filming porn down there and having whips and chains, and now all of a sudden they're filming their show in this same basement? Do you think like somehow spiritually that it bothers her?
I think Khia is a very spiritual person, and I think that she thinks that she could hex people in this world. But I think that she has a negative attitude with a lot of things.
So you don't think you don't think she respects T.S. Madison? Do you think she's actually like friends with T.S. Madison? I mean, based on you knowing her better than T.S. Madison and longer.
I think that T.S. Madison is convenient for her. Absolutely. I don't think there's a friendship there. Again, like I said, I've known Khia for as long as I have though.
It's just interesting how this dynamic just kind of took place and how it evolved and where it's at now. And nobody knows where the show is going to go. I mean, it's a great show. Like I said, I thought it was funny. I thought it was a genius idea for them to come together and just really do it that way. Nobody's really done it that way on YouTube or in social media like that before. And so it's mind-boggling to me that you told me that, Khia said that, she was uncomfortable with being at T.S. Madison's house because of the things that took place. Like she was filming in the basement, and now they're filming in the basement, and they can't get lights right, sound right, and it's just
I don't know anything about T.S. Madison.
I'm just thinking.
I know who she is.
I think she's a sweetheart. I mean, but to each his own.
I don't know her. I don't really have an opinion about her. But what I do know though is if that's true, and T.S. Madison hears this though. Hopefully T.S. Madison's like, whoa, this bitch really did say some shit about me, though.
Because how would somebody know that she's been filming pornos in her house in the same basement? And I just couldn't imagine, like me, being in a position like that, in Khia's position, going into the basement every day knowing that this basement had, like, Badusi spirits in the air and, sperm and all kind of just, shit going on down there. And so for me, now I can kind of understand why she walked off the set and why she's probably been getting irritated over the months, because it really wasn't because of her idea of T.S. Madison from the beginning.
I absolutely think that Khia thinks that people that are in the adult film business are kind of gross. I definitely have.
Well, she's been online lately, and she said some pretty harsh things about gays and punks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I mean,
interesting.
Yeah, did that surprise you? Did it ever offend you? Like when you heard her? No.
Again, like I said, I didn't really care. I've never been supported by the LGBT community, so maybe that's why I feel that type of way about it, though.
Okay, so it's kind of like you're used to it.
She gets booked at gay clubs constantly, though. Her first, one of her meet and greets in Seattle was at a lesbian club. I mean, so I think that it's really misleading that you go and sit there and you take pictures with these fans and you're enjoying the time with them then, and you do go and do something like that then. Like, where's the respect though for it though?
Okay.
And she says that she loves the gays and stuff like that though, and she's a gay icon, and I mean, when do you ever hear, people like, that are real gay icons saying anything negative about gay people? Right.
She's been going in pretty heavy lately on social media, so calling people punks and sissies and all kind of shit, and they just ain't having it. So, I get that, and I appreciate you, just kind of clarifying that, based on your relationship with her. Now, you said something interesting. You said that, Khia flew out. I believe you booked her in Denver, Colorado, and I want you to tell me about it, because I don't want to put any words in your mouth. It was involving a married man, and At
the times that she had asked to come out to Denver though and to stay with me, this is July 2015 now.
Okay.
I mean, It was so random though. She just got done doing some type of promotion. I'm not sure what she was doing, maybe a tour or something like that. And she called me saying she was taking a month off and she wanted to come to Denver. She only knows 3 people here in Denver: me, another friend of ours, a mutual friend, and then another fan.
Okay.
And well, then she had asked, she's like, oh, we got to go out, and this is training season for NFL players. Everyone's doing the season training and who's going to make the cuts of the teams. And she was really, really wanting to go. And she told me that she had a guy that she wanted to see, and it was a friend, and it was supposed to be a friend. And, I was always curious because I knew that she had somebody in her life that she was talking to romantically. And
because she's never really been public romantically with anybody.
Anything.
I mean, I get that some women are very private when it comes to that.
Yeah.
So it's a training camp, Denver Broncos.
Mm-hmm. This is in Centennial, Colorado.
Okay.
It's a training camp.
And who did she go see?
I knew this guy's married. I knew he was married.
Did you say anything though? Did you talk?
I did, because Khia, I ran the Instagram, or not the Instagram, the Twitter account, the Facebook account.
Okay.
This wife used to message her, not message her, but respond back to her little post. She used to sit there and do photo shoots in Gator, Florida beach towels, and she thought she was being cute, and that's the only reason why. She doesn't care about no Florida Gators.
So wait a minute. So this player that she was going to see that was married, played for the Florida Gators.
He did.
Okay, and so these photo shoots that she was doing it to taunt the wife?
She was doing it to, I think, taunt the wife and attract the man. Which she didn't need much help because the man was pretty much just texting her nonstop and.
Oh, so they were already, doing it.
He's a younger man, and she was an established woman, and she is an established woman, and this is a younger man.
So she showed him some things.
She showed him some things, and I think that it was really weird that she wasn't calling as a friend to hang out. She was calling, "Hey, can I crash on your couch and?" Can you take me to see this married man?
Hell no. Okay, so the married man.
The married man.
What's the name? Denver Broncos, Florida Gators. Do spill. You've been spilling all night. Do spill. Who's this married man?
His name. It's interesting. I will say this though. I think it's that the wife didn't do more. And the wife knows. I'm almost positive the wife knows. Solomon is his name. So.
Okay. When you told me Solomon, I just want you to confirm, because I pulled some records from Florida Gators in 2012, 2013, and then I pulled Denver Broncos.
I bet you did.
I did. Of course I did. When you came with some shit like that, I said, hell yeah. I got to figure out who this was. And it came back as Solomon Patton.
It is.
Hell no. He's how old? Wait a minute. He was born in 19.
I don't know if he's robbing the grave or she's, robbing the cradle.
Let me see how old Solomon is. I mean, I know that he's married. I know he has a wife and 2 beautiful girls. And so it's just interesting that he would, have an affair with somebody I mean, was she an affair or was she a side chick?
She would love to be called a mistress, so let's not even give her that side.
She would love to be called a mistress?
I don't even know that because I'm pretty sure she paid for everything in that relationship. I'm talking about hotel rooms and dinners.
But he played football, so why didn't he pay?
I don't know. I think the money.
And he still plays football.
Buccaneers, I believe, right? So.
Yeah, he's 27 years old.
He is. He's my age.
So he was around 24, married with 2 kids. Well, no, he had 1 kid at the time because I'm looking at his kids and his wife. And he was sleeping with Khia, who was approaching 40.
They were definitely spending a lot of time in Florida together. So,
damn.
I believe she met him when he was a little bit younger than that. I want to say she met him right when he was 22. So.
Well, I mean, that kind of explains. It makes sense now why we ain't never seen anybody publicly claim her, and it's it's due to the fact they can't claim her ass because they married, and so it's just sad that this young man who has such a beautiful family would just go off and risk it for Khia. So you saying the wife knew and she really didn't care?
I remember the wife, and if it was the wife or it was, I don't know, maybe somebody who I thought was the wife, I'm almost positive. You can even go back on the Twitter if you really want to search those dates and stuff. I believe the wife was telling her to leave her husband alone. I believe there was something.
Now the wife is white. I'm not gonna say her name. I'm gonna say the football player name. But the wife is a white girl. I mean, did she get with Khia? Did she say it nicely, or was it kind of like, bitch, I'm gonna whoop your ass if you don't stay away from my husband? How was it?
No, it was very, I don't know, Mr. Roger in the neighborhood.
And how did Khia respond when the wife?
She loved it. She actually got satisfaction on.
I believe that shit. I believe
did.
that shit. I really do.
She absolutely got complete satisfaction off that. And again, I know that he didn't make the Broncos. I do know that, and I knew that.
Well, they traded him. I was reading. They traded him I think he played for the Arizona Cardinals, and now he's playing for a Canadian team.
That sounds about right. I mean, I haven't paid attention for 2 years though, but I mean, this is what I do know.
Damn, he was born in 1990. Damn.
Same year.
Well, I mean, if his wife knew then, she probably ain't gonna give a damn now about what she's hearing now.
Absolutely. There's a couple other things I wanted to talk about too. I knew that you are definitely. Thank you again so much for giving me this platform and stuff.
No problem. You had a story to tell. You brought receipts. So shit. Hey,
I do.
Who am I to withhold information from the public?
Anybody that doesn't, and again, everybody's like, I saw a couple comments, and again, 10 years. I want to be clear, we haven't been friends for 2 years. 2 years. We're done, I'm pretty sure.
What made you come forward, though? What made you come forward after 2 years?
I was really, really sick of her attitude. I get so sick. I've seen this woman pass up chances on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I've seen her lose deals to Best Buy. I've seen so much of her self-sabotage that you were talking about. And I'm like, if you only knew the half of it, Yeah. And there's so much, though. What woman in their right mind doesn't want to be on The Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Right. They called me. I'm getting that goddamn check. Absolutely. I'm going to get that check, and I'm going to make it worth it.
Carlos King, I'm pretty sure, is the one who emailed her about the opportunity of being on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is like season 3, season 4, I believe.
Oh, wow.
This was a while ago.
And so what happened? What happened to that opportunity?
The response I got from her is that she didn't want the camera people in her house. It was really interesting. So that was her response. She did not want the cameramen in her house. She didn't want people in her house filming. She wanted to go to the meet and greets, the public outings and stuff, but she did not want camera people inside her house.
Damn.
The last big deal that I remember setting up for her was with Best Buy. This is like maybe 2013. This is the one that I personally worked my ass off for her, setting her up. She was on tour promoting Nasty Music, I believe.
Okay.
Which is one of her albums, and Best Buy had responded. They were like, we would love to get her between Georgia Best Buys, Florida Best Buys, doing autograph signings. They would pay for promotion. They would pay for radio airtime. All she had to do was show up to the first event. That's all they asked her. It was a test is what it was, though. She never showed up. They were offering her a large sum of money. She just didn't show up.
Who was her? Oh my God.
Best Buy, a big corporation. Best Buy wants to work with you as an independent artist. She was excited at the time. She just didn't show up to it. And
so basically what you're telling me, it was just, the things that I was saying in my video just kind of hit home, and you were just like, let me just really give you the insight on this. Because when we spoke earlier, that's pretty much what it was about. You were like, Tasha, you were on point with that. And so it's just funny that, you're basically just confirming everything that I said in both of my videos.
And like I said this, though, too, I showed you videos and I showed you photos. I haven't even showed you emails yet. So, there's so much more with her self-sabotaging self. She doesn't even own the rights to her song, My Neck, My Back.
Damn, well, who owned the rights?
She can get in so much trouble if Sony or the whatever production, it's been sold throughout the business, that song.
Yeah.
Her performing that song, you're just setting yourself up for lawsuits. You do not own the rights to that song anymore. You could sing it, people could sing it, people can cover it. you do not own the rights to that song anymore. You gave those rights up to maybe get a $50,000 check, you know? That's exactly what had happened, though. I do know this for sure. For bigger bookings, she's wanted to be paid on prepaid cards. And that's another thing I was going into.
You mean like Walmart cards and stuff?
Prepaid cards, I believe she gets different ones, and I know for sure that she has the funds. I know she's had, not all of them, but in the past she's had funds deposited.
So damn, she had an Uncle Rush card probably.
Well, probably. Maybe she has an approved Susie Orman card. I'm not too sure.
Oh wow!
I do know that for sure.
So you just said I'm over it. I'm just letting the world know who in the fuck she is, what she's fucked up, what her life is really like, and you're just done.
I mean, I worked my ass off for this lady. A lot of the times for free. Combined total money that she's ever paid me, I'm pretty sure we're at less than $1,000.
Now, were you using her to just kind of build your resume?
Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, you were
absolutely, and it was definitely a mutual understanding between that.
So it was kind of like an internship, but she would throw you some cash here and there, you know, just to kind of help out with some things.
A Denny's lunch. That's what I got.
So do you think that, you know, because a lot of people are probably going to question, and so I'm just saying, being that she's never paid you, do you think that's kind of what is kind of giving people the impression that you actually stole from her? Just a question.
No.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. I do very well, and I've always done very well for myself. I've always worked hard in this world for everything that I've had, though. I don't need to steal anything. I've never stolen anything. Maybe I've not paid a tab at a bar before, but I've definitely never stolen anything.
Okay.
It's interesting that, you know, she went that route though. But like I had said though, I figured we'd probably talk a few days after that, and we just didn't. So, and again, like I said, I'm not petty. I'm not gonna sit there, and I'm being petty right now though. But I'm not a petty person.
We love the pettiness. We love the pettiness here on Wine, damn it. Hell yes.
I moved forward with it. Though.
We here for it.
Yeah, I moved forward. If you didn't want to be my friend, then don't be my friend. I'm not going to sit there and beg you to be my friend. Though.
I get it.
I'm young.
I guess now we know why she walked off of the set and left Monique. She said, I am not about to conduct a major interview in a basement where there's bad lighting and there's the smell of sex and badussy and porn and everything in this basement that took place. So Khia said, I got to get the hell out of here.
She probably did.
I got to go, bitch.
She probably did that. The friendship is just so weird to me, though, because I've known some of Khia's friends, and T.S. Madison is definitely complete, you know, opposite of who she keeps her circle around her. So, again, it's probably all money, though. I definitely don't see Khia putting any money into that show. I don't see that. I think that Khia is definitely...
And I mean, I think that's why Madison was crying. I spent $2,000 and, you know... I've been trying to, I've been trying to get it right, and so I guess Khia just, there you have it, guys. Khia didn't want to film in the basement for porn reasons, okay?
Well, rap dirty.
Well, Bailey, I really appreciate you taking the time.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Is there anything else you want to add before we end this interview?
There's things out there, you know, that I know Khia doesn't want me to release, and I haven't. This is just barely.
Now you gotta give me something else now. You can't be giving me that now. You gotta give me something else now. Give me one more thing.
Let's see. You know what? I have one, and I could actually send you the screenshot of this one. Tamar Braxton wanting to know why Khia didn't like her. And it was really weird, though, because Khia did not like Tamar Braxton. So
when did this happen, though?
This is 2013.
Send me that screenshot, because it's funny how Khia and Tamar and T.S. Madison were all about to make an appearance and got kicked out of the show.
And it's really weird that I just recently heard that T.I. was, you know, mad at Tamar. But as far as I knew, back in 2012, Tiny and T.I. were trying to have a threesome with Khia. I'm surprised Khia hasn't talked about that yet, though, because she's told me that multiple times.
Now, what did she tell you about Tiny and T.I. trying to have a threesome with her?
At that time, they didn't live far from each other. I believe T.I. wasn't too far from Dunwoody area. And
oh, wow.
Like that, They were not that. As far as I knew, T.I. and Khia were friends, and it just got really weird from the friendship because they wanted to have a fucking threesome with her. This is
How did she? Wait a minute. How did she say that they approached her?
They've been friends. T.I. did a song, I believe, called Rubber Band Man.
I remember that.
And in that song, he does shout-outs to all these people who are dead. And at the end, he says, Khia. He didn't know Khia was still alive. He thought she died.
Why?
I don't know. It's in the song. He's doing a shout-out to Left Eye and all these other people, and he didn't know Khia wasn't alive, though. I guess the story was that they ran into each other at the Tupac Shakur Center in Atlanta.
Okay.
Is that right? At an event, and they became kind of friends, and they hit it off really well, though. I knew they stopped talking when that whole the friendship just went completely non-existent.
Now, do you know, did Khia sleep with T.I. by herself before the threesome came into question?
I believe that T.I. and Tiny, it was a mutual decision that they wanted to have a threesome with Khia.
Damn.
Per Khia.
There you go.
And that's the reason why her and T.I., they haven't talked. So when I saw T.I. yelling at Tamar Braxton and Khia recently talking about him not being respectful, and I'm like, well, I guess she didn't talk about the whole sex fiasco that she was having with him, so...
You know, it's just, T.I. and Tiny, I ain't shocked. I mean, they fuck Black China. I'm not shocked. I mean, if they fuck Black China, they'll fuck anybody.
They were definitely, again, what was said per Khia is that they wanted to have a threesome with her. And again, it seems like sexual act she's really not into though, but she talks sexy and raps sexy, and she's
not like that. So you think it's like an alter ego?
For sure, it's an alter ego.
But she just likes to keep it private with her married man, and that's it.
Well, maybe so. Maybe we could email Regina Carter and ask her really what happened with her dad and Khia, all these years ago.
Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Okay, so listen, I'm gonna end this here at an hour. So thank you, Bailey. Okay.
Thank you.
You can follow Bailey at Bailey Dolce on Instagram, on Twitter, and on Facebook. And if you got any questions about this interview, if you want to book him for this interview, he is available and is ready and willing to talk any and everything, all things celebrities, because he does have, he's worked with quite a few celebrities, as you told me, and you know some shit. And
I know some shit.
Okay.
I look at it this perspective, though, too. Anything that I know, these people have never done anything for me.
Right.
Maybe Khia has. They don't do anything for me now. They didn't do anything for me last year. They didn't do anything for me.
Shit. Okay, cool.
I don't. Well, I love you, and thank you so much for giving me the platform to speak to
anytime.
you. It's beautiful tonight.
Anytime. Toast to you, okay?
Toast to
now,
you.
I got to tell my subscribers what I'm drinking now. I was drinking the Josh, okay? Have you had the Josh before, the Cabernet?
I actually have had Josh.
What do you think of it?
It is good. It's very clean. It's very clean taste.
It's very clean. I like it. I mean, we typically pay around, like, I would say $40 to $50 to $60 for it in a restaurant. I mean, you can get it for like $15, but describe the flavors if you can. Just kind of something that came off the top of your head when you tried this Josh here. And if you don't remember, it's okay.
I believe it's definitely, it's not, what is it, a cab or?
It's a Cabernet.
It is a Cabernet. And
yes.
I remember, like, wood hit notes, though. Again,
yes.
If you're not
smoky.
A red wine drinker, I would definitely do this wine for first choice, because some red wines get really either sticky or not smooth at all.
And this one is...
spend a little bit of money on your wine.
Right. This one's very clean. It's nice. It's my husband and I's favorite. And we get, like, and when you said smoky, like smoky vanilla notes, like rich plum. Very clean. Like if you were to eat like a cold plum out of the refrigerator, this is what I get when I drink this wine. I'm telling you. And it's my favorite. And of course, I'm going to leave the link below so that they can purchase it. Okay?
She already has it.
Thank you. You drinking some rum. It's okay. Next time I'm going to get you a bottle and you come with some more facts, okay?
We got more to talk.
All right. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, subscribe. You can also find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat at UNWINEWITHTASHAK. If you want to follow Bailey, you can Instagram him at Bailey Dolce, Twitter at Bailey Dolce, Facebook at Bailey Dolce. I will leave the link below. And hell, if you didn't like this video, you can still subscribe anyway, just so you can cuss my motherfucking ass out. Not that I'm really giving a damn anyway, okay?
No.
Now I gotta go. Bye. Toast to you, Bailey.